What's good, y'all? It's your girl, Galaxy Queen Star. How's everyone doing tonight? Fine, I hope. So, I would like to continue recapping one of the battles from Survivor Series. I didn't get to recap all of the battles, only just like a couple, I believe. So, this one I would like to recap Mr. Wavy versus Chef Trez. This was a pretty good battle, y'all. Alright, so let's just get right into it. First bar, this was like a nice little round. Mr. Wavy opted to go first. So he goes, they brought me back to work in the DMV. I guess it's L's I'm going to be giving out. So I thought that was fire. You know the DMV, like driving motor vehicles. Okay, you could get your license from the DMV. So that's what he was implying to. I guess it's giving L's. I'm giving L's, giving L's out. So I thought that was fire. Next bar. We both in VA, but you ain't safe in it. Silencer, meet my free bitch. She put her face in it. And when they together, it don't matter what time they snapping. Close range, he won't even know a sound was happening. Cause the shit sound like exactly no crowd reaction. Fire. Fire. And the way he did it, like Mr. Wavy got conviction and he got performance on stage. I love that about him. Next bar. Automatic for the static. Oh, they rolling deep? Well, you can't dodge this big bitch forever. Professor Ogilvy. So I thought that was fire. Remember the sitcom, The Parkers? Okay, and Professor Ogilvy, he was a professor, and he had it was a crush. It was Monique playing Miss Parker. She had a big crush on Professor Ogilvy. So she's the big B that he's referring to that he couldn't dodge. Next bar. But Chef Trez, you don't present nothing. You got your story wrong. They just with the cave game to get your glory on. I did my thing better without the group. I'm a Marion. So remember that group B2K? Omarion was a part of the group B2K, which was a big group back in the early 2000s. A lot of young adults and teenagers was in love with them. But when Omari left the group, he became a solo artist, and he still did his own thing and did great and sold great records. He's even signed to MMG, which is Rick Ross's label. So that's what he was referring to in that bar. Great bar. All right, so that's three of them things I gave y'all from round one. That's Mr. Wavy. So now we're gonna go to round one with Chef Trez. Okay. You looking in the sky like don't none of this shit phase you. To you the nigga I stick a blade through. The arm moving left, right. I let it wave through. Intestines, liver, kidney. The nigga wave through. Knife to his back. I can even pedal through wave 2. Like, yo, he was fire in this battle. In this round, Chef Trez was in his bag. And the way he was all up on Mr. Wavy, demonstrating how he would stick the blade in and left and right, he was making it seem so believable. You know what I mean? So the crowd was really feeling Chef Trez in this round. Next bar. I'm one of the niggas you should run from. You all performance, no bars. Don't forget where you come from. You get a head shot and a leg shot with a dum-dum. Now you ain't gotta walk like a zombie. You gonna become one. I thought that was fire because remember with the battle with Mr. Wavy and John and Don, that was on one of the Summer Madnesses, I believe, and that was one of the bars that Mr. Wavy had when he was saying something about leg shot, I'm walking like, something like walking like a zombie. So it's kind of funny to me how Chef Trez rebutted that in this battle, even though Mr. Wavy didn't say it to him, so that was fire. Next bar. My bro called and said, Chef, I say, bless. He said, don't they find treasure in the bottom of the ocean? I say, yes. He said, so why you battling Joseph? You already ahead a couple of steps because you had to pass wave when you buried that chest. That was fire. Remember the battle? It was one of the volumes with Chef Trez versus Chess. And Chess did horrible in that battle. Chef Trez, he buried Trez, which is true. And it's just fire how he said, was referring to, the wave, because he's battling Mr. Wavy, and how treasure could be in the wave of an ocean, because treasure could be anywhere. It could be in the bottom of an ocean, could be in the sand, buried somewhere. So that was fire. All right, next bar. But it's Mr. Debatable. Till I squeeze a K, it's gonna hit you or your people's face. Now it's really debatable because I'ma put it 2-1 either way. And the way he did it, putting the gun in Mr. Wavy's face. Now you know how people say it's debatable, like a battle could be debatable. They'd be like, oh, I give him round one. Oh, I give him round two. So it was funny how he said that because that's what they call Mr. Wavy, Mr. Debatable. So he's like, I'll put, now it's really debate because I'll put it 2-1 either way. Fire. All right, so this is the last bar in round one for Chef Trez. You ain't done much. You let your shorty twerk on stage, you little dumb fuck. If I let a ratchet show ass, everybody gonna witness a gun butt. Your temple split. It's crazy. I'm the one in love with the gun, but you pistol whip. I thought that was fire. Cause you know how people say, oh, you pussy whip? But he said he's pistol, he's in love with the gun, but he's pistol whip. You know what I'm saying? Because he was saying, if I let a ratchet show ass, everybody gonna witness a gun butt. A ratchet could be a girl showing an ass or a gun butt. You know what I mean? Y'all know what I mean. All right, so that was round one. So who do I have winning for round one? I definitely have Chef Trez winning. I loved his material a lot better than Mr. Wavy. They both had great performance. It's just that I look at who has the best material, who can sell the crowd more. And Chef Trez did. He had better material, he was more believable, and he won our, attention more than Mr. Wavy did. So I had to give the first round to Chef Trez. All right, so next round two, we're going back to Mr. Wavy. Stop thinking that you hard. Prep and Ryder both beat you. Stop thinking that you God. JC crossed you out like the logo of a Lincoln on a car. Trez went to work with rum and got fucked up. The chef shouldn't been drinking on a job. So that was fire, how he named all those battle rappers, Press, Ryder, and Jay-Z, all these people who beat, Chef Trez, and how he was beat by rum, rum nitty, but rum could be a liquor, and how chef should not be drinking on a job. A chef is a cook who's on a job. So I thought that was fire. Next bar, I only wrote 3 bars down for round two, Mr. Wavy. I stay close to my Midwest, Tennessee. Think I'm going to lighten up behind these rounds? I ain't DJ Kid Capri. So you remember DJ Kid Capri was the DJ for Def Comedy Jam, okay, and for others, radio stations, I believe. So Kid Capri, he's very, very light-skinned. So I like how he said, think I'm going to lighten up behind these rounds? I ain't DJ Kid Capri, fire. Last bar in round two. I'm in these streets, Monopoly game board, keep a piece. 38, do the spinneroonie, Booker T. So remember the spinneroonie was a wrestling move from Booker T. So the way he performed it on stage and did it on stage with the gun was kind of fire. All right, so that was 3 bars from Mr. Wavy, round 2. Now we're going to go to Chef Trez, round 2. So he had, when he first started out, you know how Chef Trez is. He always likes to rebuttal what the opponent said. So he had a rebuttal for the drinking on the job that Chef Trez said, and it was fire. I didn't write it down, but it was fire. You just got to see the battle when you get a chance. So, but I did write 3 bars down. First bar I wrote, you supposed to be top tier at this point, Wavy, ... But your career dead and you can't fight through it. Because your biggest moment is being a zombie. So it's impossible to bring life to it. So that was fire. He kept saying how his biggest, bar, was a zombie bar. And that's basically how he's remembered by everybody. So, he said it's impossible for him to bring life back to his career. Because his biggest moment was being a zombie. All right, next bar. It's crazy you made noise beating twerk. But he the one that added volume to his career. So I like that little line. Remember, Chef Trez had a battle with Twerk. I'm sorry, not Chef Trez. Mr. Wavy had a battle with Twerk. But he the one that added volume to his career. That was fire. I guess that battle was on one of the volumes. Yep, it sure was. It was on one of the volumes. They had Mr. Wavy Battle of the night. Yeah, battle of the night. He won that night over Twerk. Okay, so now I'm gonna do a last bar for round two. This is still Chef Trez, but right before this last bar, that's when that fight broke out with well, it wasn't really a fight, but Jim's attacked Rome. That's when that whole melee broke out. So it was a little long pause. So after that long pause and everybody get it back together, then of course Chef Trez had to rebuttal what just happened. So he goes, I had this shit painted perfectly, but niggas sabotaged the fucking picture. Dot dot dot. Smack, I'm sorry that this shit had to happen. You know I'm fucking with you. But when you punch like this, it usually get influence on other niggas. So when he said that, the crowd, oh, you know, they couldn't believe that he was actually able to rebuttal what just took place, you know, a few seconds ago. All right, so that's round two. So who do I give round two to? Now I must say, after that, after the crowd went wild, after that rebuttal he did about the fight, his momentum went down. Like it seemed like he couldn't really get it together, Chef Trez. But before that attack happened in the crowd, he was on fire. Like to me, he done enough, you know what I'm saying, to win the second round. But being that he didn't finish, he didn't choke, he just stopped short. Okay, I feel like that's a debatable round because they both was cooking. Chef Trez and Mr. Wavy was cooking. It's just that it's just that Chef Trez ended that round short because he was distracted from what happened in the crowd. So I guess he couldn't really get it together and he lost his momentum. Okay, but if I had to, you know, I don't think it's fair to really give a round to Mr. Wavy being that happened. But like I said, Chef Trez still did great, you know, before that even happened. You know what I mean? So to me, that's a debatable round. So round one, definitely Chef Trez. Round two to me is debatable. I guess we'll go back to round two. All right, so now we up to round three. Round three would be Mr. Wavy. Okay, let me get my drink. Okay, so round three, Mr. Wavy. Spit that heat, writer's block, bullpen. Now you cave game? Chef Trez should be your slave name. Dot dot dot. See, cause you blood don't mean you gotta be everywhere it's popping at. So he said it better, of course, but he was basically implying that, you know, Chef Trez been all these different places, been to Bullpen, Writer's Block, been repping all these different cliques, and now his last clique is Cave Game, so that should be your slave name. You know what I'm saying? Then he went in detail in the, you know, in the bar, just didn't write everything down. So he's like, see, cause you blood, just cause you blood basically, don't mean you gotta be everywhere it's popping at. And you know, bloods, you know, like a gang blood could be popping, you know, so that was pretty cool. That was alright. Next bar. This is a pretty long bar. This is like a seasoning bar. I liked it a lot. He goes, but I guess he think this is seasoning. But Trez, everything I do, I move around with ingredients. Like my whip, the color of paprika. My honey know I'm touching a lot of state cheese. So babe, seal her mouth. And don't say things she just there to get that onion powder. Then babe, leave. I know I kind of messed it up a little bit. I'm going to say it again. But I guess he think this is seasoning. But Trez, everything I do, I move around with ingredients. Like my whip, the color of paprika. My honey know I'm touching a lot of state cheese. So bae, seal her mouth and don't say things she just there to get that onion powder. Then bae, leave. So I thought that was fire. He mentioned, he said a lot of seasonings like paprika. You know, he said so basil seal her mouth. You know, when you seal your mouth, but basil, like basil, is a seasoning. I thought that was fire. Then he said she don't say things. She get that onion powder. Onion powder is another seasoning, but he mean that onion meaning her butt, her onion powder. Then bay leaf, and that's another seasoning. Bay leaf is another seasoning. So, but he goes bay leaf, like his bay is leaving. So I thought that was fire. Fire, fire, fire bar. I like that one a lot. His last bar in round 3. They thought you was trash. I ain't look at you like no whack guy. So before y'all label me an undertaker, don't hold his body over my head, because this his last ride. And he actually did, you know, the demonstration of the undertaker, because this his last ride. So I thought that was fire. The crowd, he was really fire in this 3rd round, Mr. Wavy. I'm going to give him his props on that. He was fire. He was cooking in that 3rd round. 3rd round with Chef Trez. Here we go. You've been irrelevant your whole career, but it seems your last battle got you big-headed like you snapping. Wow. Another Cardi B. The twerk got bitches thinking they rappers now. So you remember Cardi B, she started out as a stripper. So basically she was twerking because she was a stripper, and now Cardi B is a rapper. So he was comparing Mr. Wavy with Cardi B. I thought that was a fire bar. Next bar. Only wrote 3 down for this 3rd round. This is Chef Trez. He think he gonna murk the chef? I talked to Rock. See, he say you gonna kill him. Are you certain? Yes. So you X-style, leave, or you Adderall. You niggas gonna merch with death. I got the 30 and they itching for the pill. That's a Percocet. So I thought that was fire. He said that so fast, I had to keep rewinding it and writing it down. Now, you know, Percocet is 30. That's the number. Percocet is a pill. Okay, so he said they itching for the pill, and they call a gun a pill as well. You know, so that was fire. How pill and gun and Adderall is another pill. You know, Rock, he's talking to Rock, he's from the cave game, but Rock could also be drugs. You know, so I thought that was a fire bar. All right, so this is a last bar in round 3. He kind of called out the champion. I couldn't believe he said this, y'all. He says, this is Chef Trez, round 3. Fuck champion. I don't fool with them clowns. I'll tech put a 9 of black and sit a few of them down. Talking about he got more fire moments than me. Nigga, quit lying. He only had 2 fire bars his whole career. Y'all dick riding. And people in the crowd was like, oh, like they couldn't believe that Chef Trez was going after champion. And I remember at that what do you call that sit down, what they had, the face off. Okay, you know, it was a lot of battlers on there that I noticed they don't like champion. You know, I guess they don't like their critiques on the battle rappers, but that just comes with blogging, you know, and that just comes with it, you know what I mean? But it just seemed like they have a lot of personal feelings about champion for some reason. I'm gonna read that bar again. Fuck champion. I don't fool with them clowns. I'll tech put a 9 of black and sit a few of them down. Talking about he got more fire moments than me. Nigga, quit lying. He only had 2 fire bars his whole career. Y'all dick riding. Ooh, so so I just noticed in this last round, you know, Chef Trez was good, but he was rushing it. You know, he just seemed like he was rushing through that round for some reason. You know what I mean? So if I had to give it, I had to give the last round to Mr. Wavy. I definitely give the 1st and the 3rd round to Mr. Wavy. I'm sorry, the 1st round was Chef Trez, not Mr. Wavy. I definitely give the 1st round to Chef Trez and the 3rd round to Mr. Wavy. But that 2nd round could definitely be debatable. They both brung it the 2nd round, and that fight did break out in the crowd, which disturbed Chef Trez, you know, his round, but he still came back with a fire rebuttal. He had a fire rebuttal in the beginning of that 2nd round, as well as a fire rebuttal after that fight took place. That's why he gets a lot of points for that. Even though Chef Trez stopped his round kind of short, he still get a lot of points for that, because he was able to rebuttal that melee that took place in the crowd. You know what I'm saying? So I have to give him extra points for that. So like I said, now I see why they call, you know, Mr. Wavy Mr. Debatable. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, first round, definitely Chef Trez. Third round, definitely Mr. Wavy. Second round is debatable. All right, so I hope y'all enjoyed, my bars, and hopefully y'all get. If y'all didn't see the battle, y'all get to see the battle soon. And I will be there on Saturday. I'll be here recapping the live battle for Gnome 8. All right, so y'all have a good night, and remember, there's no night without stars. Later.